10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Motivation Suite. I'm so excited that you're here. And if you've been hanging out with us all along, well, look, hey, thank you for your listening and your viewing support. And if you're new, welcome to the family. So glad to have you as part of the community. And I'm so excited because, as you can see, I'm not on here alone. I'm here with my very dear friend, Mia.
Hello, Motivation Suite community. It's good to see you guys again.
Yeah. So basically what we're doing is we are starting a new series, and it's called Bestie's Night-In, because who does Bestie's Night-In better than maybe me and Mia? I mean, me and Mia used to, we used to get down back in the day. We used to know how to hang out and party. So, cheers to that.
Cheers to
and
that.
I even went and got my girls' night, should be every night glass.
Nice. Very nice.
It's like an epiphany of things,
it is.
You never know when you're going to need it. So I thought, how festive is this? I'm trying to get, there we go. So, there we go. I'm still trying to worry about these angles. So yes, if you've, been part of my channel here and viewing and all the wonderful things that, we'd like to get into over here, I am April. And again, this is Mia. And so this is going to be a very relaxed, Bestie's Night-In. So we're just glad that you're here and just hanging out with us. Now, of course, we're going to have a little bit of organization, so we can run this shindig of a show on. But yeah, I'm just so excited. So I thought we would probably, since we already kind of opened up with it, is share our cocktail of the night.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Cheers, girl. Cheers. All right. So
cheers.
You want to tell us what you are drinking on tonight?
I am actually drinking a citrus twist.
Oh, citrus twist. Twist with what, girl? What's it twisted with?
I cannot tell that.
Oh! I understand.
A little twist of this and a little twist of that. Cheers.
I love it. And my beautiful colored drink, and it looks really great in this glass, by the way. And I'm just going to, there we go. There we are. She needs to get her close up. Mm-hmm. So I am actually drinking, I have to look at the thing here, a sparkling ice, black raspberry flavor. It is non-alcoholic, but it is so good. I have no idea what I'm drinking exactly. It could be like water. I think it's supposed to be like sparkling. Yeah, it has vitamins and antioxidants in it. So look, like I said on our last get together, nothing that a good vitamin can't cure. So
absolutely.
So I love those. And of course, as we are, going to partake in our cocktails, I hope that you will be relaxing, getting yourself a little bit of a snack or something to drink and just kind of relax into tonight. We're really excited. It's Friday. Ooh. And yeah,
yes.
We love a good Friday, don't we, Mia?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. But of course, if you are here in the United States, make sure that you remember that the drinking age is 21 and we are not fostering and pushing drinking alcohol. Okay, so just make sure you remember age 21. That's it. And no drinking and driving. Primo, no drinking and driving. And what else are we adding to that list? Drink responsibly. Okay. So I think, let me just get a sip of this one. So good. All right, girl. So this is so fun. So we got our cocktails. We are ready, and we just gonna be chilling. So I thought it would be kind of cool, community, to share a little bit more about us, right? Because we are besties, and we have been besties for quite some time. We are happening upon an anniversary here very soon, our friendship anniversary, which is pretty exciting to keep track of these things. But my gosh, you've been around like I think like more than half my lifetime.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, right?
It is.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And I like a good anniversary. And August really seems to be my month because I've got a couple things going on in August, but that seems to be my month. So, but I thought that'd be nice if we kind of, share a little bit about ourselves. So basically how we met, maybe a little bit about our time in the military, just very briefly. And then also, maybe share about how our friendship has evolved over the years because, we are different people than we were when we first met. And, sometimes it's really cool to find out what are the things that make you still continue to be in a friendship for so long, because we do change, I think we've outlasted lots of marriages. So.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
that's a true statement. We need to have a drink to that.
Cheers. I think we should pat ourselves on the back on that one.
That's true. Good job.
So, do you want me to start or you want to start?
I don't mind starting, and I do not mind starting at all. Okay. So, Motivation Sweet Community, my name is Mia Miller. And as April has shared, we actually came together in the military. And I just want to give a shout out to any veterans that are tuning in. This is Military Pride Month, so salute to each and every one of you. Definitely appreciate you, and so glad to be able to say that we have served together. Yes. So I actually... Yes, sisters and brothers in arms. So yes, absolutely. So I actually went into the military right out of high school. I graduated in May and I went into basic training in July. So I was ready to go. I knew what I wanted to do. I was ready to go. And went to the Air Force. I actually met April during it was my second duty station. I was at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio first, and then I was fortunate to get an overseas assignment, my first time ever overseas, to Anderson Air Force Base in Guam. And I was super excited about that. So when April and I met, wow, I was 19 years old, I believe. I was 19 years old.
Look, don't be giving out ages and stuff, girl.
I was 19 years old. My first time away.
Were you really?
Yes, I was 19.
Sure about that?
I believe I was 19. Wait, let me think.
No.
Let me think.
You were at least 21 because I just had my birthday before I left and went to Guam.
Let me think because I was
21. You're 21.
Okay, maybe 20. Yeah, maybe 20. See, guys, this is what happens when you get older. You forget. Anyway, back to the story. I was a young girl. This is non-alcoholic, guys. So yes. Anyway, I was young, and this was my first time away from home, that far away from home. Yeah. And we were in the dorms while that famous dormitory life. Ooh, the stories I could tell about that.
Right. But we are not going to share really any names outside of our own to protect the innocent and the guilty. So
yes.
Ooh, yes. If you were watching this that may be from certain times of our life, don't worry about it. We're not going to draw that much tea.
No. But we were actually in the dormitories together, and we ended up meeting in the dormitories. And I don't know, we just had an instant connection when we met each other, and we just started hanging out, and we were literally by each other's side all the time.
We really were.
All the time. And we had other people that we hung out with, but it was April and I. I mean, you didn't see April unless you saw me. You didn't see me unless you saw April.
Yeah.
And what was really interesting is that you had gotten to Guam before I did, which meant that you had to leave before I did.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, I was totally devastated when you left. I was so devastated. I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because I had a few months to go. I was devastated. Oh my God.
I'm going to tell my secrets too.
I was totally devastated. So it was definitely different after you left. It was definitely different. But what I love about our friendship is that we made a promise to each other that we would stay in touch, and that we would, regardless of where we're at, we would at least make an effort to see each other at least one time a year. And we were actually really consistent with doing that.
Do you know how good that is for me? Do you know, like, really, honestly?
Yeah.
Like, I'm impressed with myself, honestly, because I have a hard time keeping on writing letters, you know, when there was times for that. So I don't know. And it's never anything personal or anything like that, you know. It's just sometimes so hard, life gets in the way. But we always made that commitment to staying in touch. It was pretty.
We stayed in touch, sort of.
Yeah. It's pretty astonishing.
It is. So we made that promise that we would stay in touch and we would at least see each other a minimum of once a year. And so we, you know, both of us went in different parts of the world and things happen in life, but we kept that promise and for a very long time actually. And so so the relationship just really kind of grew and blossomed from there. I don't know, you know, if you want to jump into the conversation or not.
I do.
Okay. All righty. So what you want to say, girl?
So it was August 19th on a 5:00 p.m. evening time on a beautiful day in Guam. Because we got to set the tone, right? We got to set what was happening. And so basically, this is also good for a memory check for me too, you know, because sometimes, you know. Anyway, so I remember being in the dorms. Nia is absolutely correct about that. And I think I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for the evening. And I don't know, just felt that day felt a little different. You know, like, I don't know. It was like kind of felt, I don't know, a little bit different than normal Saturdays did. And so I came outside, I remember, and there was another girlfriend that we had out there that, you know, we were kind of like, you know, half kicking it with and whatnot. And I was walking down and you were with another one of our friends. And she just kept saying, hey, you know, hey, this is, you know, Mia, and hey, Mia, this is April, blah, blah, blah. We're like, hey, how you doing? And literally, within the next couple hours, we're in the club. I mean, it was like we just started talking and it was so easy. It was so easy. And, you know, when you talk about just people that are meant to be in your life, like I'm so grateful to have experienced what that means and what that really feels like. And to be able to sit back and say, yeah, this person was really meant to be in my life. And I would have never thought that this, you know, that Mia would be someone that, because none of my other friends, other than one, which being Bridget, had I stayed in touch with like that. So, and you know, I was sitting there trying to find Bridget across the world, you know, and she knows that story. And, you know, so as far as I was concerned, you know, our family set up and everything as we were going through the military time, when I was dependent enough. I promise you I ain't got nothing in here. But as a dependent, you know, it really was kind of like our own, you know, shell, right? Our own cell of the family, right? So we got to visit people every now and again, but really it was just us. I've always felt a little bit nomadic in that. So to have someone else outside of that family nucleus that I stayed in touch with for so long was pretty amazing, you know, for me. But yeah, I'll never forget it because it was, you know, Guam was a beautiful place to go. If you ever get a chance to go to Guam, take that opportunity. It is absolutely stunning, gorgeous. We were staying in the dorms, and the dorms was literally right, footsteps away from the ocean. I mean, it's like ridiculous how beautiful it was out there, right? And for a first duty assignment, for me, was fantastic. And for, you know, and I think for Mia, because, you know, from where her first duty assignment was, okay, so anybody that's from that area, you know, no shade. I was there twice, so, you know, good things happened there for me, but look, it ain't no Guam. Anyways. Wow. Yeah. And I had actually, when I joined from Germany. So one beautiful place to another. And so I only stopped into the States for a few minutes to go through that thing called basic training, right? And then I directly went over to Guam. Now, well, the funny part about it is my father, he was still actually active duty at the time, which that was a really cool thing to have an active duty member, let alone your parents in the military too, right? So that was, you know, kind of a little bit of anomaly, a little bit of a celebrity when that happens. Ooh, that lighting just got, I think, real good. Anyways, so yeah, so my dad, he was still in Germany and he was making his way back to the States, and I was on my way to Guam, but I had tried to get to where they were assigned to, and that didn't work out. What ended up happening is a bunch of people that was going in my class, graduating out with me, a lot of them were going to where they were located in the States, and I was the only one that got an overseas assignment, number one. So everybody was already looking like, how did that happen, right? And number two, nobody knew where it was. Now I'm sitting in a room with people who are actively in the military, and you don't know where this base is. Someone was like, I think I remember hearing about it. I'm like, where are you sending me? You know?
Oh my goodness.
It was crazy. And so I called my dad that night and said, hey, I'm you know, I got my orders. And he's like, oh, really? Where are you going? Where are you going? Are you able to get here? And I said, yeah, I'm going to Guam. Where is that? You know? And like, I was very good at geography in school, and nobody ever talked about Guam. So, no. Hawaii.
That's a true statement. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever heard of Guam either before I got orders there.
Never. And so, my dad, you know, he had been in the active duty for quite some time at this point, right? I think he was crossing on almost 20 years at this point. So he's, you know, we've been overseas, lived in the States all throughout his career. So he's got a good vast knowledge of locations and where things are and stuff like that. And so when he promptly does tell me on the phone, though, I don't know where that is.
Oh my God.
What are you talking about? What is it? I am a girly girl, okay? Where am I
going? And you know what? I don't think I really cared. I wasn't that. I didn't.
Well, you were at, you know, that other place.
Well, yeah, but I don't think I really cared that wasn't a popular place. You know, I mean, in the military, most people, when you go overseas, you think about Germany.
Yeah.
You think about Hawaii, those Japan, those places. Yeah. But you know, I'm going to Guam, and I really didn't care. I didn't care. It didn't bother me like that, I guess. I felt like it was an adventure, so to speak. So I said, you know, hey, I'm just going to go for it. So,
yeah. And boy, was it an adventure, right? I mean, it was truly.
It really was. It really was. It was honestly, that was my absolute best assignment, and I've had some pretty good opportunities in the military, but that was my best as far as because we literally had grew to be family.
Yeah.
And because everybody was pretty much in the same boat. We were thousands of miles away from our natural families. All we had was each other. Right. And you know what? Thinking back, there was never a time when we didn't get along, or there was animosity, or, you know, if somebody was doing something, it was like everybody was invited to come on out. You're welcome. You have a good time. And there were some people that might have been a little bit closer than others. Right. But, I mean, when it was, you know, really something, for instance, the holiday time, everybody got together.
Yes.
You know, so that made it that really
good time. Nice. You remember that? Like when they actually did like part of, and the bases were usually very good at doing this. I don't know about any other base, but Air Force bases are very good at doing festivities and stuff on the base. And there'll be certain sectors of housing that would get together and do like super decorations outside, inside, have snacks and stuff like that. And, you know, because everybody is in that same boat, you know, we were, like you said, literally thousands of miles away there. And we were like airmen, and, you know, look, we were not rocking it like that with money. So it wasn't like you could just get yourself hop on a plane just for no reason and come back. You know, this is where you are, right? You can start doing that stuff as you know, later on. But anyways, but yeah, it was kind of crazy. I remember being very homesick because, like I said, with my family dynamics, it was a very small and very close dynamic. So that was a little bit, you know, challenging. And I remember being like a little sad, but, you know, you guys really, you know, made it okay, you know, and we're like, look, we're all here together. So let's just go. So like, let's go. You want to go to the place, I don't know what they called it, but we'll call it a parade, but that's not what it was. Like, you know, but you want to go to parade? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And
then the whole base was
Fiesta. I think it was a Fiesta.
Christmas Fiesta, which is one I remember very vividly. And like literally the whole base was there. So everybody was on the same boat, you know.
Everybody was there,
y'all volunteer. When everybody participates and stuff, volunteer gets involved, it makes it a lot funner. So yeah. Those are the days. So literally when I say that we met and then we were out kicking it, I mean, it was like as if no time had passed, like we've known each other for years, and it was just a beautiful thing. And to really just to, like, anyone who has a best friend, like, you've got to like thank God. You really do, because this is like your person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your person who has your back, who cares about you, who wants the best for you, who will handle some people for you if they need be.
We've had some of those moments.
But and it was just, gosh, we were so young, but we're so grown at the same time.
Yes.
It was really good. I wouldn't take that back for the world. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. Those were good times. And I mean, honestly, it continued to be really fun times because, for the community, I know we're sitting up here having a great time because we're reminiscing, but I hope that you are thinking about maybe that special person in your life that you call a friend. And what that person means to you, because I know, we've gone through a lot of major transitions in our lives together. And it seemed like, I remember one time we were having a conversation and we were saying, wow, it seems like we always go through the same thing at the same time.
Yes.
There was a season, it was like really, really prominent that you would go through something and I would go through it, or I would go through something and you would go through it. And it was like, we are going through the same thing.
Right.
So it was crazy. It was crazy.
It was. Yeah. It was like, oh God, here we go again, right? But it was, I mean, gosh, but I would not take, the amount of fun that we had was ridiculous. I mean, it was just so much fun, and you felt so free, and, it was a different time. Now you're just so, of course you had your things you had to be concerned with and worried about, but now I don't even know how much fun you really have nowadays in comparison to what we were doing. Yeah, you remember the times you just like get out the car and just start dancing in the street and stuff like that, like, and didn't care, nobody's looking at you or anything like that. Oh, don't you let a Michael Jackson song come up on that radio. Don't you do it.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since I've done something like that. I don't, nowadays you do something like that, you might get shot. So,
no, not that.
I don't think I would do that today.
You just jolted me out of my fun mindset into reality. Like, damn, there you go.
I mean, hey, yeah, if I see somebody jump out that car, just imagine you sitting in traffic, somebody jumps out that car and starts dating, you're going to be like, what is really going on? Don't come close to me. I'm trying to find a weapon in case something crazy is going on. Yeah, I mean, is this something weird about to happen here? Really. But, when we were younger, it was just, I don't know, it just seemed natural to do that. And it was, like you said, we just were freer or carefreer and just did it. And I don't think anybody really cared. Because cars drove by. Yeah. I remember cars driving by and nobody, some of them even bumped their horn and started waving.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Sometimes you feel like you're living a night and day kind of life, because both me and me are like uber super professional at work and everything. And then now that we weren't hanging out like crazy like that, but we knew how to have a good time, and we knew how to. It was like, oh, I love that one song. What's it, that rap song from they've been playing a lot lately, from the Brat, basically party till we get through, leave it to somebody in your crew is gonna be playing proof. That one they just now started playing on me. I'm like, hey. And that's what we were like. Literally, we walk in and like it felt like the world just stopped, and we went straight beeline to that dance floor every time. Like we never saw a chair. You know what I'm saying? Like. You never do that.
I don't remember sitting down.
No, never. Only thing I can remember that I would always do is always look for the exits, because you always need to remember where to go if you had to get out of here. And that's it. And where the restroom is, and that's it. So yeah, those were the best times. Oh my gosh. They really were. Yeah, remember the times they tell you, don't be bringing those glasses on the floor. It was the best. It was the best. We had the best DJs. There is, I'm telling you right now, one of the best DJs you could ever have, somebody who's in the military. I don't know what it is, but a military member just knows how to be a really good DJ. I mean, they know how to take you from here to there, and back again. So yeah, we just had so many great times, so many great memories. And it was sad when it was time for me to leave. I remember when I was getting ready to go, because we would leave in the evening or come in the evening because they try to deal with your, what was that called? When you're lagging, what is that? Jet lag. And because they're opposite sides of the day, right? So it's nighttime or daytime. It's in like 13 hours. I think it's 13 hours. It's like 12 hours if you have the time change going back and then forward, and 13 the other way. So total opposite of the day, right? And so you would usually come in either in the night or leaving at night. So that way you can get to wherever you're going to be in the morning time. And I remember that day very vividly. And I also I'm not really great with the goodbyes and stuff like that. So I don't really like doing that. And I kind of just always felt like with you that, it's just see you later, We didn't even know what was going to happen. Did I even know where I was going to? I was going to where you just came from.
Oh, wow. Isn't that funny?
That's where I was going. And but gosh, it was, in a way though, when you come back to the States sometimes though, it's like the party just stops. You know what I mean? Like you're just like, it doesn't feel the same. This is now I know why, like my parents' time and when they were, a little bit younger in the military and growing through it, this is why everybody wanted to go to overseas, because that's where everybody's at. Everybody's hanging out. People are like nice, it's like, and you're not stressed about things. I don't know, it's weird. And there'd be a lot, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of crazy stuff to be happening overseas. But hey, that stays in the vault. I've seen some things that have been, boy. I'm like thinking back, like some people would not want their grandkids or their kids to know what they were doing, because it was some funny moments, right? It was some funny moments. But but one thing that was so nice, and I think that reverberates at least when we were in the military for sure. And then hey, if you're currently in the military and you're watching this, tell us how it is. Like, what's the culture like? Because for us, it was really about a take care of you situation. Like everybody just took care of everybody, it was no big deal. Like I had a snake in my room hanging from the ceiling, and I don't do snakes, and I literally walked down to somebody's room at 7:30 in the morning. How many places you can do that without getting, like you just said, and I'm knocking on the door like, dude, there's like a snake coming into the room, and it wasn't no like, and all that kind of junk. It's just like, okay, no problem, I'll come and get it. 7:30 on a Saturday morning. Who is getting up at 7:30 Saturday morning to go look for no snake? To go snake hunting. Who's doing that? So, people just took care of each other, and we looked out for each other. It was not a big deal. You didn't have to sit there and say to somebody, now, this was your mother or your sister, would you do this, right? It's just, I don't know, people had manners. Didn't ask for nothing, just really just, and I mean, it was so great. I mean, the bottom line is if he didn't get it for me, somebody else was going to, because I wasn't going back in there, so I had my one person who got one thing, and then he had to get the snake, because I was like, I don't know I can't go in there, so you got to do something about that, so, and he did, and it literally was so funny, 5 minutes later, it was, okay, all clear, I guess all right, so I'll see you later, okay, we'll see, yeah, we're going to lunch, yeah, that kind of thing. The memories. The memories. So yeah, so that's kind of how we met. That's how we got started in our friendship, and that's how we just really, like I said, continued on. And we did a really good job at visiting often. I mean, to full transparency, you probably flew more often than I did. So you were a good proponent at helping keeping that going. So I appreciate that. And then when I started discovering planes and stuff, it was a great thing. And then I was hopping on them all the time, like, whoa, this is great, so, but, and then, the last few years, obviously, it's just been tough because of, with COVID and everything. And so I'm just glad we have technology like this so that we can see each other.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
But yeah, it's just really cool. It's just like I said, I always say, look, if you don't have a best friend, you go get yourself one. Simple as that. They don't judge you. Well, they may judge you, but it's coming from a good place. You don't have to look at us with a side eye. It's coming from
that's true.
Even if you don't agree with it, but it's okay because this person actually has your best interests at heart. And you need to have all those kind of people around you. I'm telling you, all those people around you. That's it. You just have to. So yeah. Oh gosh, we have so many stories. We could we'll have to do another story time maybe sometime and just talk about other things about the military if we wanted to do that. Just how it really wasn't our life, but it was just. I have to say one thing about the military, especially when we were going through, it was just so many great opportunities for community, and I think that's my first real feeling of that is being in the military, and so that's really where that stemmed for me and why I love that so much even now. And this time community is such a big deal to me because it's nice to have other people to kind of talk to. I mean you look, you're on this planet for a little while, for any time. Don't you just hate when stuff be popping up on your screen? Jeez. Okay, I digress. Anyways, so yeah, it's just where's I at?
You were talking about community, how you like community because of your experience in the military.
Yeah, I love community. Community is a great thing. It's just, it's nice to have people around you to talk. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Because look, you're on this earth for however long you're on this earth, right? So you might as well do something with your time here. So, why not get to know people? Why not learn things, because, it's going to be what's going to be after the fact. So you might as well get to know your surroundings and, be a part of what's going on,
That's so true. That's so true.
Why not? So yeah, so great. So yeah, I just love that. So what would you say, or how would you say our friendship has evolved over these years? What kind of things do you think has really helped support us having the kind of friendship we've had for the length of time we've had?
That's a great question. Honestly, I believe that what has really kept us as friends, in all transparency, we don't always get along. So for those that are watching this, please don't think that we always get along, because there are times that we don't get along. But I think that that's one of the things that really helps is that we respect each other's opinion. Yeah. So, April may see something one way because of her life experiences, and I may see something another way. We may talk it out, and I'm probably not going to be able to convince her, and vice versa. But
it's okay. No, probably not.
But it's okay. So we're able to respect each other's individualism.
Yeah.
We keep things real with each other. I mean, there's, like I said, we've gone through a lot of major transitions in our lives. And so there have been some times, April has literally had to say, Mia, you know what? This is what it is, period. And did I want to hear that? No.
Probably not.
Did I want to believe that? No.
Probably not.
But was she right? Yes.
Probably.
So that open communication, being honest, having integrity, I believe has really helped us to maintain friendship all these years. Like I said, there's been some rough times. Lord have mercy. There's been some rough times, but it's so great to know that you have someone that's got your back, that's there, that you can count on. I mean, I know there's been times I've called on you when there was a lot of crazy stuff going on. You're like, Mia, everything's going to be okay. I'm here. What do you need? And you can't do that with everyone, So that really, I believe, has helped throughout the years to help our relationship to grow.
Yeah, I think that's really great. And I think that there's a couple really key points in there that is so true. And that's one thing I love about our friendship, because I think it's getting to a point for me, and probably has been for a little while, that I don't no longer necessarily see it as friends anymore. Like, I really like to see it as family. And that's like a really big deal for me, because I don't connect with people in that way very quickly like that. I'm very guarded when it comes to that. And I think that, it's I don't know, it's a gift. I don't own it, right? So, and I appreciate that, because, it can help you in times when you really need it. But I think the transparency and the honesty of our relationship is what really has helped us to be able to move forward. And really, we have a good time with each other. Like, we generally have a good time. There are so many things that we're so very different about. And there's so many things that we're so similar about. And it's just, honestly, I think we kind of sometimes get a kick out of each other. Like, and I think that's what really helps to keep that fun-loving relationship, because we have fun with each other. We legitimately enjoy each other's company. And I think that's really important. We have a lot of things in common, a lot of things that we like. And then we also know a lot of our pressure points, and so we can sometimes see that in each other before someone else can see it, before it's about to be exacted onto them. But, that is a great thing about friendship, right?
I can't help but laugh, because I have so many examples that are floating right now. Boy.
What they say, behind every smile is a story, right?
Yes.
So, so there's lots of stories, lots of good ones, and lots of growing ones too. Of course, we're not going to share everything on this internet, because that's not even happening. But
but I will say, I'll speak kind of generally, that I think that as we've grown and as we've matured individually, we have come to appreciate each other's limitations.
Yeah.
So, I know when enough is enough. Everybody else may not know. And, I kind of feel like it's my responsibility to kind of help those people to know that
had to help people.
I've tried, but guess what? It didn't work. And there's a lot of stories behind that.
Yeah, I did. And then I know, like, when you get to a point where it's like, woo, and then I love it, because it's fire, and it makes me laugh, because I'm like, when you go, you can go, and I'm just like, yeah, get him, girl, get him.
Yeah, April is, you've had a lot of laughs.
We really have. So I think that's really helped a lot, with us. Like I said, the transparency and honesty, really just the feeling of like family. Like, I was starting to say, like, kind of like a sister from another mother, right? That's just, or my sister, sister friend. Is that what I say? I think that's what I call it now. That's just kind of how it feels now, So, in your opinion, matters about things. Most people's opinions don't matter to me, but for people who actually I care about, it does matter. I think that's very, very progressive, if you will. I do. Yes. Because most people I care less about. But, when it comes to, any whatever, so to have that person at that sounding board, someone you can talk to, and then also can respect the fact that, sometimes you may need to just kind of be yourself and know when you're setting a boundary. It's not about you, particularly maybe the person's going through something, and then just give her some space, and then she's going to come back around, So really getting to a place where we like really know each other, so I think that's also very fun. But yeah, I mean, there's like we can go and be anywhere and have a good time. I mean, that's like the best, right? Like, remember when we went to that escape room? Like, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was because we had no idea what we were doing.
I don't think anything I did contributed to anything, but I was able to put on a good face. And we had the other couple in there that we didn't know. It was like a family, right? Like a four, and the funniest family. They really were so funny, and I felt
they were
so
nice people.
Because I didn't understand half the clues, so I was just like,
because didn't they have like college age, high school, either college age children, and they were the ones that was figuring out all the clues, because I didn't know what they was talking about.
And their banter was hilarious. You would think that the son was the father. It was hilarious how they interacted with each other. It really was. But it was out of love, and stuff. But it was so funny. Yeah. And it was so kind, Yeah. But I was like, me and the father, he's like, okay, we got this. So we had to do all those keys, and it's like, come on, I'll help you. Let's go, because I don't know none of these rhymes and riddles and stuff. So I'll help you. And we won. We got out of there with like literally a couple of minutes to spare. Like I'm so excited. I love to win, and so that was exciting that we actually got out. Like some people don't get out.
They don't.
It was fun. It was fun. And it was so fun. So wherever that family is, we don't remember your name. We're so sorry. We had a lot of fun with you. So if you recognize us and you're watching this video, we cheers to you. We had a lot of fun. But it was a good time. But that's just how it is for us, That's how we're able to evolve in our friendship, and that's how we're able to just keep it fresh, and like this COVID time, boy, I tell you what, this was a scary time. This is a scary time, and you start really examining everything, and the fact that you're so concerned and worried about all the people you care about. We've been through some stuff, and we have a testimony in that, and that means something. So we'll be those ladies in the rocking chairs, if they still have rocking chairs, We'll just be talking and just like, yeah, girl, you remember when I used to do that? Yeah, because we're never, you remember that movie, The Happening?
I do.
You remember the two old ladies that had the helmets, the ones that survived that whole situation?
Yes.
They had their little gas masks.
Oh God.
Not even bother, just like, put it on, sit there, watching TV like, That'll be
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh boy.
The stories we can tell, the stories that we still have to tell. So
I know.
At least when we go up to heaven, like, how they say, like, when we get up there, the people that knew you and all that stuff, they'll find you, and you'll be in the way that person will recognize you, because you're always like, well, how are we gonna know who's who, and so it's nice to know that we'll be up there together. They will have
that'll be awesome. Yes, that'll be awesome.
So I mean, we're gonna be busy with everybody that we know and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's nice to know that we're going to be up there. So, like, it doesn't end here. So, like I said, y'all, you ain't got a best friend, you go get yourself one. That's just what you need to do. Stat. So, oh my gosh, this was really fun. Just to kind of chill and hang out and relax. This has been a bear of a week. Not bad, but just a lot going on,
That's true.
So I'm excited to be doing this, and we're gonna have some fun. Think of this as like a variety type show, because we're gonna do all kinds of. We're gonna be cooking, and making sure that we do that in the time frame that is allotted. So this is going to be fun. We're going to pull out some things from some places that we used to be, and so that's going to be fun. So I'm not going to give it all the way away. We're also going to do reviews on here too. Girl, my show is on. My movie is on. You know what movie series is on for me? Do you know?
Which one?
Lifetime. Keeping Up with the Joneses, baby.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. When the first 3 episodes came out last year, I think it was, I was hooked. And so now number 3 is on, I think it's coming on tonight. And so I recorded all of them. So I like to binge them. I don't watch them each
I do too. I binge too.
So are you recording those? Are you going to be able to see all 3 of those?
I haven't recorded them. Maybe I should.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll get a chance to like kind of like give a review what we think about it after a little bit of time. You know,
Yeah,
you don't want to give away no plots or anything. So, but yeah, but we're gonna be watching. You know, we're gonna give our reviews on books and movies and shows and stuff. So we're really just gonna have a good time. We're gonna be having conversation about. We're gonna be asking questions, lots of questions, fun questions, game-like questions, and cocktails.
Yes.
So we are going to be having fun, and hopefully, we'll look at maybe bringing people on. That would be nice. Maybe we'll have some special guests come on. Party, because there's always room for more people, right?
Yes.
So, but to have this kickoff is just really great. I mean, it's just nice. It's just a nice moment in our history here, because remember we talked about on yesterday. 10 seconds ago is already gone. Did you make the most of it?
Yes.
So now I wanted to kind of I don't know, is there anything else you wanted to share before we kind of move on to the next area?
I don't think so. We don't
want to give it all away at once, right? We want to kind of drop it,
Yes,
so
yes. You got to do that.
Right.
Keep them interested. Keep them interested.
There you go. And so now you guys know we really are truly best friends. Like, this is for real. It's a real friendship. So yeah, now we can just kind of just do all of that. So we'll drop a lot. We'll have some other story times, and whatnot. But yeah, if you guys got best friends, shoot, like I said, get yourself one. And then, also, we like to have communication here. So why don't you just drop on, I don't know, what's your plans for this weekend? What are the kind of things you're getting ready to do, So that'd be nice. I don't know what my plans are this weekend. I don't know. I'm going to church. That's going doing that. And probably going to get some rest. Because it's been a busy
Yes. I am absolutely looking forward to that.
Yeah. And I'm going to watch Lifetime. It's my favorite pastime. I am so upset about CW, by the way. Just if anyone feels the same as me. Like, all my shows are gone. Like, all of them. I mean, I've never ever, like, all of them. Like, Black Lightning is gone. Naomi is gone. Give it a minute. Kung Fu's probably going to be gone. I don't watch Dynasty, but that's gone. So I feel for all those people, because people really love that show. There's a couple of other shows. There's so many of them. It's like, it just literally was like a hemorrhage shows. I think there's like some sale or something possibly going on. I'm not sure, but something to that extent. So, but it just hemorrhage shows. And it's just so sad. I'm like, oh my gosh, like everything I watched. A Charm. God.
Yeah, I like Charm. I
love Charm. And I love the second iteration. I love the first iteration. And I love the second iteration, But it was just so painful to be like, okay, here's, episode whatever. And the next thing you know, series finale. Like, you know how traumatic that is? I still watch the series finale from the first iteration of Charm. So, you get connected, and then it's like, then this is gone. So then you just rip right through. So, I've got some other new shows I like to watch, like Love and Lockup, and some of that's a funny show, because some people are just crazy. Sometimes you need to watch stuff that doesn't require you to have to think. You just want to laugh and enjoy. So we do laugh and enjoy on that one. And and then Lifetime movies have kind of made a real huge comeback, because like I said, and of course it's my Dateline. So, I love a Dateline. Problem is, I do watch a lot of that alone, and you're not supposed to.
Oh no.
But I do. But I love a Dateline. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in this world. It's crazy. I ain't part of that, but yeah, there's a lot going on. So, okay, so that, I think that wraps that portion up about our story time there. So I thought it would be kind of a nice way to end off our Besties Night In tonight, is to kind of reflect on some good things that have happened. Because we had shared that, and looking at some things for the week. Why don't you tell what you said, me? Who do you always seem to find?
Wow, it was really interesting, because I wanted to find something that was new, something that was current. And as I kind of went through and reflected, there was hardly anything out there that was good. Everything was bad. And I said, what is going on?
Bad.
So yeah, it was funny, but not funny.
Mhm.
but everything was so negative.
Yeah.
Everything was negative. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy. It's funny you say that because we were also talking, and I don't know if you guys out in the community, you get this too, but sometimes you get these like extra alerts and stuff on your phone for news stories and stuff. And there always seems to be stuff that you didn't really ask for, just all of a sudden just starts coming on your phone or whatever. And I had to literally get to a point where don't look at your phone at a certain time at certain things, because you'll wake up in the morning, if you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, the last thing you want to see is some horrific situation that's happened. And it was like every day like that. I'm like, enough, And I worked in a prior position, just to give an example of how I was like, enough with all of that. Because there are good things happening in the world, and we do need to have some focus to that. We need balance. We need balance. So I remember, like, this is one position I was working in, and it was in a training role. And one of the visitors that was there for the training, because we would have people from all over come to the training, and they were like, someone had flipped on the, how you during break time might throw on the TV and stuff like that. And so they threw on the news. It's the worst thing they could do. And somebody came out and they said, and she was the lady was so sweet. She said, do you think it's possible we could maybe turn the channel? And I said, sure. Is there something wrong? And she's like, it's all bad. I feel so bad for her. I said, yeah, because y'all come down here thinking it's all about partying and all these great restaurants. There is also a side that's not so great. And unfortunately, they are all but too eager to share that at 4 o'clock in the morning, And these people were literally scared to watch the news. So it was like, of course we felt bad, so we turned the channel to something else, but it was like crazy, like, yeah, it is. And so we get so desensitized sometimes, even in the area that you're associated with, because this is, but for someone coming from another location, they're freaking out. And we live in a nice area, but it's also big area and all that stuff, and so there's like not so great places all over, and unfortunately there's so much focus on things that are not good. So I wanted to flip the script a little bit for our time here and just have a nice reflective moment, because this channel is all about motivation, inspiration, and mentorship at the same time, and I do feel that it is definitely a necessity to have a lifestyle enriched by all three of those things, right? So I thought it would be nice to talk about some good things that are going on, so it didn't matter what it was. So I'll kick it off. Okay. Here's the three I came with. First, tonight was our first Besties Night-In. Woo! So this is exciting. This is a long time coming. I'm doing it with my best friend. I'm super excited. It's really great. And yeah, it's happening. The moments where you like put stuff in your mind and now you're seeing it happening and we're doing it. And yeah, whatever. It's great. So that was a number one wonderful thing that I thought that happened this week. Another thing. You ready for this?
Yes.
Ben and Jen got married, girl. True love does exist. I am so excited for them. They are like, it's so funny. It's like going back in time with them. And, sometimes you think of some of the nice, happier times that was going on back in that time, and you kind of connect to that. So the fact that they did this around the bend again, and they did it, and they both look great. Like, don't you just love when people, as they mature and get more seasoned in life, they look wonderful, and it's exciting. It's exciting. Like, you just want to be there, and we go to Vegas all the time, and, at least before COVID. And so, like, we could have literally went over there. It's like, popped in, like, hey. But I'm so excited. So that was really great news. Now, there might be some people who were, team, maybe, someone else with someone else, but, I'm Team Jennifer.
That's nice.
And then lastly, now I'm going to see if I can pop this up. It's kind of like small, can you see that there?
I can see it, yes.
Okay, good. My girl Jasmine Guy is back out, y'all.
Ooh.
Where has she been? So she is actually coming out with a movie. It will come out, it's actually in theaters now, and it's also going to be on Amazon Prime. Now, this lady has been in the business for like 35 years. We love ourselves some Jasmine Guy. And she's just one of those actresses that needs to be out. You know, we need to be seeing her. You know, she's a quality actress. I absolutely love her. I'm so excited for this. And she is back, girl. She is back in effect. Yeah. You know, and it's wonderful. She actually did a Lifetime movie. I can't remember what the name of it was. If I recall it, or maybe next weekend I'll bring it up. And she was good. And it was just so nice to see her on the screen. Like, I miss a lot of the actors and actresses of, you know, the 90s and early 2000s. Like, you know, it's kind of like the music business, right? Like, where's everybody gone? You know, we need you to come back. I don't know, work it out, but get back. So,
yeah.
You know, we used to rock in the 90s, man. 90s, 2000s. Well, our parents also had some great times, too.
They sure did.
Yeah, the music was, Like, I remember it's like saying to my mom, like, I don't even know. Like, y'all parties just must have been really great, you know, because I mean, the music is just so much of it, and everything was like new and stuff. And that's how the 90s and early 2000s were as well. Everything was just so new and fresh and stuff. And it was just great. So yeah, we miss those days, and would like to see more of those people. So I'm glad New Edition keeps touring. That's nice. You know, so maybe some other groups will, you know, kind of resurrect their careers and come back too, because, you know, talent is talent, man. You know, that's so work all the other crap out and get out here, because I need to be entertained, you know? But yes, our girl Jasmine. Now, this movie is actually, I got some deets on it because it's a little bit small in the print for me. And I try to get it bigger, but you know, hey, look, I did what I could. So here we go. So she is, I am about to prompt this right on up, because I am just so excited to be seeing her on a screen. But yeah, so basically this film, it follows 3 young women who are sent by a judge to a plantation in Mississippi. Now, I'm already not feeling that part, but you know, I'm sure the movie's going to be good. If she's in it, it's probably really good. And it's probably one of those, I don't know, what we call it, coming of age movies or something like that. There's a term for it. But anyways, she's there to support 3 elderly Jewish women. And Jasmine Guy plays Emma, the housekeeper, and she's tasked with keeping the 3 young women safe. So there's obviously some stuff going on. The 3 Jewish women are to rehabilitate the young women. So yeah, it's in theaters now, in select theaters, and it's also on Amazon Prime. I don't have Amazon Prime, but I do believe that in my location, I probably could find it and see it here. So I'm just excited. And that is the good news for me. But yeah, I'm just so happy to see my girl on the screen. She's a great actress, and she needs to be out there, and that's just what it is. And now if we can get some other people back out here, we'd be rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so how
yes.
about you, Mia? What is your good news for 3 things?
Yes, well, definitely being here with you is one of my great things for this week. It really helped to end this week on a positive high. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be with the community as always. And like I was sharing, it was a little bit challenging to find something positive, unfortunately. Go figure that. But I did find this one article about this single mother that was from Kentucky, and she actually won a 6-figure jackpot. Kudos to her. But what I love about this story is that she immediately thought to pay it forward, and she shared her prize with 20 strangers. Wow. She literally went out and got gift cards and started passing out to random people. And you know, as you read the story, you see that she actually had a pretty hard upbringing. Yeah. So she had made up her mind, if she ever made it, she was going to give back to those that were less fortunate, and that's exactly what she did. So I thought that was really beautiful. I thought it was so beautiful. Yes, I love that story. That is a good story. She was actually raised in the foster home system, so she had a very hard childhood, and so she now has a life that she can, you know, have some of the things that she always wanted. And, you know, one of the first things she thought to do was to give back to somebody else. So I thought that was just really, really
that is amazing.
Inspirational.
Yeah, very much
was inspirational. So
I enjoyed congratulations to her.
That. Yes. Awesome. And then another cool thing that I saw, drum roll please, my girl Rihanna is officially a billionaire. Yes, She made billionaire status. Oh my gosh, I was so
That's
excited
amazing.
to see that for her. She is now worth, and this is according to Forbes magazine, she is now worth an estimated $1.7 billion.
Wow.
I love it because
that is
awesome. I've kind of followed her through her music career. She's had some highs, some lows, and a lot of people kind of question whether or not she was going to stay in there. But she was able to bounce back, and look at her now. So you go, Rihanna. You go, girl. You do your thing, girl.
And she knows how to diversify. And that's what is always such a good knack to have, a skill set you should have.
Yes.
Diversify. She's done a lot of that with the Fenty. And I mean, it's a blow up. And she's probably got other things going on too, because you don't get 1.7 billion doing nothing. So she's been working, work.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yes.
And she's got her new baby. And I think that is fantastic. Awesome. That is so good. Wow.
Yep. So those are my highlights.
Yeah, you got some good ones. Now, do you have a third one?
I do. Okay. This was kind of a funny one, I thought. Because I'm sure that a whole lot of the community that's watching, listening to us, loves Starbucks. Who doesn't love Starbucks? Everybody loves Starbucks. Hands are going up all over the place. But guess what? Guess what? Starbucks is making some serious changes. Serious changes.
What are they doing?
You can no longer, are you ready for this, guys? You can no longer use the bathroom at Starbucks. Girl, I'm done. I'm done. I'm totally
done. It's good news for the employers, probably, or the employees.
I'm totally done.
What? Somebody was doing something they had no business doing. Is that what happened?
So what I read in the article was that about a month ago, the CEO, Mr. Howard Schultz, said that they were really going to start looking at whether or not they need to keep their restroom facilities as a public bathroom. And he said that there's been such a growing mental health problem in a lot of the areas where the Starbucks stores are at, that it's been really a threat to the staff and the customers. So they had to start relooking, at whether or not they would keep the bathrooms open, because they wanted to make sure that it was safe for the people who were working there and who were customers. So they made the decision. Yeah, they made the decision to do that.
Yeah. There's the good news, because he's protecting his employees. He's standing up for his employees, and we like an employer who knows how to stand up for their employees.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is okay. Well, it's gonna be rough for those who need to, but I'm not a big public bathroom person myself anyway, so for me this is not gonna be a big issue. But what I do like, and actually, if I'm not mistaken, he the one that was running for president in 2020. I think he was. I think he was one of the earlier contenders. And then he went back to CEOing for Starbucks. And he just seems like an overall nice guy. I've seen him in quite a few interviews, like on The View and stuff like that. And he just seems like a really nice guy. So, just the fact that you get to see in person somebody's like doing something that they feel is a benefit for the employee, instead of doing a lot of the other shenanigans you hear about and see, it's just kind of refreshing in that way. So, a show they should come back with, that Undercover Boss show.
I thought that was still on, unless it's reruns that I'm looking at, but I've seen it.
They need some new episodes.
Yeah.
They need some new episodes. But those are, I mean, still good stories. Good story for somebody. Somebody's happy about that. So, safety first, safety first. And we love an employer who cares about their employees. So
absolutely.
And coming from our worlds where we've had employees and troops and stuff like that. So we know all about supervision and directoring and all that kind of stuff. And so we can appreciate someone who really takes the time and cares about their employees. So that is so good. We did really good. So what do you think about this first night in?
I want to give a toast to that.
Yes, a toast to the very first one. So cling, 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 girl. We did that. I'm so excited. And community, look, we've just been chatted up and having a good time. I hope that you were having a good time as well. I would say we hoping you're having a good time as well. But go ahead and drop down in the comment section, how you've been doing, how you're doing. You've got plans for this week. I mean, you don't have to give complete details or anything, this is the internet, but just share about how what's going on with you. And I'm just excited about this. I think we're going to be rolling this out every Friday night, so yeah, we're going to be back doing this, but definitely come back and see me. And Mia also does videos with me on our Let's Chat series. So was it Let's Chat About It? Yeah. So we're just having a good time. We're just living our best lives. That's all we're doing. So, May, do you have anything you want to share before we wrap up this shindig of a night?
Community, it's been great being with you guys. Can't wait to see you next time. Have a safe weekend and stay positive.
Yeah. So let's I guess you know what? I would roll out something with some music, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll do it next time. But hey, y'all, have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy and just be safe. Love each other and be kind to each other. And yeah, I guess we are out this piece. So bye. Woo-hoo.